After patch 2.2, frag drop rates have increased, and this also changes the most stamina efficient way to farm frags. I'll show you the results of my frag farming as well as the most efficient way. The second half of the video will discuss which Valkyries to farm and what rank is ideal for each Valkyrie. So this is what a frag looks like when it drops from a monster at the end of the stage. So frag drop rates in the old patch was about 0.35 frags per run regardless of hard or supreme. The new hard drop rate is about 0.39 frags per run, while the new supreme drop rate is about 0.52 frags per run. And here are the results of my frag farming. Hard stages guarantee a frag every 3 runs, while supreme stages guarantee a frag every 2. Although supreme stages have higher drop rates, so are their relative stamina costs. However, their efficiency is much better compared to before, almost the same as hard stages now, within the same chapter. The lower chapters, whether it's hard or supreme, are the most efficient. Here's a table comparing different chapters and hard versus supreme. Therefore, the order of farming is this. Prioritize lower chapter stages. Chapter 1 is better than Chapter 2, it's better than Chapter 3, and Chapter 4. Hard stages are slightly more efficient than supreme within the same chapter. Here's an example with Shadow Dash. The most efficient stage to farm is Story 1-18 Supreme, followed by Story 2-6 Hard, and the least efficient is 4-15 Hard. Other considerations are that you might get special drops materials from a single stage, and you might want to prioritize less efficient stages to get material. If you farm more stages of a single Valkyrie, you'll be farming less efficient stages of that Valkyrie. You'll be farming more efficient stages of another Valkyrie. So are drops predetermined or fixed? I tested this extensively in previous patches, and drops were fixed. In my brief testing of the new patch, it seems to be the same. However, I did not test changing platforms. Should I stop farming a stage after I get a frag? No. You should continue farming, because all you're doing is farming at the same efficiency, but using less stamina when you're farming at a slower rate if you stop at farming after you get a frag. What rank should I farm Valkyries to? Here's a list of my own plans. You can follow these or do your own. These recommendations are from Honkai 3C or are of my own opinion. And here's my table. I'll go through each individual Valkyrie later. So these Valkyries I do not think are worth farming. They are quite Comet, Crimson Impulse, Battlestorm, because they're just not as good late game. Only Crimson Impulse is usable at SS plus ranks, but it's still not worth farming. You can buy their frags though. You may farm Scarlet Fusion or Blade Strike, or you may choose not to. Scarlet Fusion is a good early game character, but falls off late game. I have her at A rank, and am not farming more frags. Her 2TE is not bad, but requires S rank, so you may choose to farm her to S rank or leave her. Blade Strike is also not a great late game Valkyrie. She's niche and not worth farming for that sake, but she can unlock Fire Sakura skills if you farm her, and so I'm farming her to SS. Triumph and Ranger are good Valkyries to farm to S, in which they gain their most useful ability. Triumph gains healing, while Ranger gains her Black Hole. However, it's not worth farming to SS or SSS as Triumph gains durability while Ranger gains damage. You should farm Yamabuki's shield to S or SS rank. S will give her defense while SS will give SP. Farming her to S is the best for Abyss, however Honkai 3C says SS might be worth for a Memorial Arena. You should farm Chariot and Snowy Sniper to SS. Chariot gains additional cooldown on her ultimate evasion, allowing her to dodge almost continuously, and this allows her to solo bosses. Snowy Sniper also gains increased damage upon reaching SS when she ults, and critical damage. Therefore, you should farm these to at least SS. You should farm Shadow Dash and Divine Prayer to at least S rank, but you should farm them higher if you can. This is because they continue to gain useful skills past S rank, but it is not necessary. However, since they're always used and so useful, you might as well farm them just for some bonus stats and some useful skills. You should farm Pledge to S, at least, because she gains a huge attack speed buff after using her cross at S rank. Her SS rank increases her damage if you use charge attack. While it's not necessary, you get so many frags you might as well farm her to SS. Miko should be farmed to S rank, however SS is not too difficult with how many frags you get of her. Therefore the stat bonus is worth it just to get her to SS. However, it's not necessary to farm her to SSS. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe or like if you want me to make more guides like this.